The utter condescension of the horny of this world, those horny among us, will never cease to amaze me. I post pictures of myself on the internet a lot, and I show off my clothes on the internet a lot. And you see my body when I wear my clothes. I model my outfits, and a lot of them are really cute. And I do my makeup, and I do my hair, and I look hot, and I look pretty, and I look handsome, and I look attractive. And I know. And if you disagree, that's fine. You don't have to be attracted to me because it's not really about my body, it's more about my style, which does include my body because I'm the one styling myself, inevitably. But the condescension. I don't care if people on DeviantArt and Reddit, think I look good, but the fact that people make it my problem is just so condescending. What really, something that creeped me out recently is someone posted a fantasy of theirs where they wanted to put me in a cage and put me in a diaper and stuff, and they posted that in the comments of one of my Reddit posts, so I deleted that comment and blocked that person. And recently on DeviantArt, someone addressed me saying "Hey tranny," that was their first sentence, and then they went on to be um, I noticed that so many people reblog your posts and they have fetish blogs and they're just looking at your pictures to fap to you. You should delete your page. You should delete your account. Don't post your face on here or anywhere. It's giving trans people should be eradicated from public life. Except this isn't even public life. This is just the internet. And it's that's what it's giving. That's the energy it's giving. If you find me attractive, good for you. I'm aware. You don't think I know what I'm doing? I'm polyamorous. I don't care. My partners don't care. I'm a grown-ass adult, and all of my photos on DeviantArt have been up, and they've been posted since I was 18. I'm 19 now. I'm grown. I can do this? Who doesn't want to feel happy and feel good in their body? I don't give a shit if you like my body. I don't give a shit if you fap to my photos? But the condescension of it. So of course I deleted that comment and I blocked that person too. I'm an adult. I know what I'm doing. I'm not ignorant to the ways that other people with that kind of drive uh interact with other people. I know that my body, it might be appealing to some, and that's fine. I'm mostly doing this just to post fashion and makeup, but I don't care if other people like those photos for slightly different reasons. I'm doing this to look good. I'm not dumb. And by the way, my my page on DeviantArt and my page on Reddit are not exclusively devoted to selfies, but that's the majority of what I post because I really enjoy fashion, I enjoy beauty, I enjoy alternative style. That's something that I'm very passionate about. And of course I'm gonna post those things because I'm developing my style in real time and I love to share the journey with people who find me interesting. But on places that aren't YouTube, people often don't see my personality because I'm not doing videos like this where you hear my voice and you hear my thoughts. They just see photos of me, so it's so much easier to dehumanize me. Um, you can't call me the T slur, especially if you're not trans yourself. That's ridiculous. And it's I bet that person is just mad because a trans person is hotter than them. You know what I mean? They probably fap to my photos too. I'm not stupid, you know? You're just, intimidated by the fact that a trans person can get more attention than you. And who knows? Maybe they're trans too. Maybe that's why they called me the T slur in a derogatory way. I doubt it, though. I fucking doubt it. Why would they do that? Unless they were just really that self-hating that they would take it out on a fellow trans person. That's disappointing if true, and it doesn't make it any better. But it was very condescending. It was very, talking down to me. I still respect myself. They're like, you deserve more than that. Shut up. I know I deserve more than that. I get more than that. This isn't the only aspect of my life. Oh my god, shocker, I do other things. I have real relationships with people. I am a human being. And they're acting like I see you as more than just a piece of, just a piece of meat. And it's like, no, you don't. Because you can't even imagine that I have other aspects of my life. And I do. I have friends. I have lovers. It says that I'm taken in my bio. And it says that I'm 19. I am grown. I have a life. Is that so hard to believe? And like you literally see the fact that I have hobbies in every post I make because my clothes are visibly DIY. I clearly like have an interest in music and subcultures and, and art. I make a lot of digital art and I draw some like I recently posted some traditional art, drawings. I posted that on my page as well. So it's like you would have to be as thick as a brick and not thick in the fun way like me, but like stupid to not understand the fact that like I am a full human being with other things going on. I don't see myself as a sexual object. I know that some people might. That's their problem, you know? And like don't post your fantasies of putting me in a cage and a diaper if I'm a like keep that to yourself. You can think about it. It's your brain. It's your body and if you want to, if you want to do something like that to the idea of me, go on. I don't give a shit. But like like Reddit flagged that post because it was so graphic. So clearly it's like understood within like the social boundaries of humans that that's not an acceptable thing to just say to a stranger. You can think it. You can do whatever you want with your own body and your own mind. But don't make it my problem. Don't bring that to my attention, you crazy, crazy person. You know? Gosh. It's disappointing. It's like you really just you wonder like cuz see the thing is my posts I'm a glitter punk, I post kind of crazy shit. I post some shocking foul stuff. I mean uh not like fetish content. I don't really do fetish content. That's the thing. It's never actually intended to be like that. It's more just like it's sleazy, I sometimes show skin. I one time like made a I think one time I made a piece of digital art that had like flies having sex. Like I've posted things like that on there before. And I don't really mean that. I don't post those things. I especially didn't post the fly picture in the attempt to actually stimulate people. It's more to cultivate a vibe of sleaze and kind of like degeneracy. Like that picture is literally called degeneracy because it's like a joke, it's like a joke. It's to satirize the idea of purity, because I think of that as kind of a joke. So if you don't get that when you look at my blog and you don't realize that that's the attitude of the whole thing, like that's glitter punk. That's the attitude of glitter punk. We're sleazy. We don't give a shit, We're what it's not like I don't know. I like to be hot. I like to be um bratty. It's kind of a brat kind of vibe, We're fucking glitter punks. What else is there to say? We're dirty, we're nasty, we're funny, we're crazy, That's the energy. I'm not dumb, but anyone who doesn't understand that I'm still a human being at the end of the day, that's disappointing. They don't understand the vibe and they don't understand the social boundaries of humans. And it's so much easier to do that when you're like not seeing me on YouTube, because on YouTube I think they have stricter rules about um things you can say in the comments. So a lot of the if you post anything that's too offensive, I think YouTube just deletes it. Like you're not allowed to say I don't think you're allowed to say the T slur in YouTube comments. Um so that might be part of the reason why the comments tend to be still sometimes shitty but not as shitty. And another reason is, I think, just that you can literally clearly see a human being when you watch my videos. Some still might not, because they're still bigots and they still just hate me for whatever reason. But anyone who doesn't have that kind of attitude are, they're respectful. They address me, the way they would anybody else. Or at least, the way that they would address someone who they might not have things in common with, but that they still know to be human. And that's all that I ask. That's all that anyone wants. Silly. It's shocking, I'm a grown ass adult. I have a body. Yeah, and it's cool. It's a good body. I like it. I'm gonna customize it later when I have the money, but for now I like to customize it with clothes, I mean, I like to feel good in my body. What can I say? But when people just don't understand the boundaries involved in that kind of thing, That's disappointing, you know? That's all I can say about that. Because that's been pissing me off lately, you know? There's things like that going on in some areas of the internet.